Welcome to the show. It's great to have you here, whether you're tuning in from the comfort of your home or catching the episode on the go. Thank you for making today's episode a part of your routine. We've got a lot to cover today, so let's dive right into it. What we're going to discuss here revolves around a recent statement from the general manager of the Philadelphia Eagles, who opened up during the NFL owners' meetings in Palm Beach. He shed some light on the moves made during the offseason, providing us with a deeper understanding of the decisions that were made regarding the team, its management, and the overall direction of the roster. Before we dig into that, though, let's take a quick look at the March signing battle, which has become one of the fiercest rivalries in the NFC East, especially between teams associated with chat sports. The Eagles have certainly made their mark over the last year, especially since the 2024 season, where they've been one of the top channels within chat sports, gaining considerable attention and growing their subscriber base. But now, as March rolls in, they find themselves just around 300 subscribers away from surpassing the Giants. The good news? We got a chance to surpass them with this video. If you want to stay up to date with daily coverage of the Eagles, delivered in a way that's insightful, engaging, and fun, where you're encouraged to express your thoughts, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. We've got a lot of exciting content ahead. Now, moving back to the main topic of today's episode, what we're going to break down is the reason behind the trade of CJ Gardner-Johnson, whether or not Dallas Goedert will be traded, and the impact of the team bringing in a few tight ends during this offseason's free agency period. Additionally, we'll take a deeper look into the general manager's approach to the offseason as a whole, including his reflections on recent free agency acquisitions and why the team values these players and their method of evaluation. And of course, we'll discuss the overall investments that the Eagles made throughout the offseason. Let's start with the trade of CJ Gardner-Johnson, which was, without a doubt, one of the most unexpected moves for the Eagles following their Super Bowl victory in 2024. The general manager went into great detail, explaining why the team chose to trade away a safety who played such a crucial role during his 2 years as a starter. During that time, the team reached the Super Bowl twice, with the most recent victory cementing their place as champions. The general manager acknowledged that, when looking at the trade of CJ Gardner-Johnson in isolation, it might be hard to fully grasp the rationale behind the decision, but when considering the overall roster composition, it starts to make more sense. CJ was an incredible asset during his time with the Eagles, contributing greatly to the team's success. However, the general manager pointed out the financial realities of the current roster, with a number of players on high-value contracts. Right now, there are 8 players on the roster earning more than $15 million per year. Additionally, the draft from 2022 through 2024 have produced 8 starters who are crucial to the Super Bowl appearance, but none of these players are locked into long-term deals yet. That means the team is facing a bit of a crunch when it comes to managing contracts, especially since many of these players are still on rookie contracts, and there are several other key contributors who have guarantees for future seasons. This creates a complex situation for the team, as they aim to avoid a scenario where they're forced to replace too many players all at once in the near future. The general manager made it clear that one of the priorities for the Eagles in this period has been to lock down talented players through free agency. But this needs to be done in conjunction with an effective draft strategy to ensure they're consistently adding new, young talent to the roster. Retaining the right players while also drafting well is going to be key to the team's sustained success. He also emphasized that the roster is filled with promising young players, which complicates matters as the team faces tough decisions in the coming years. One of the key factors in the decision to trade CJ was the team's confidence in their future at the safety position. Recently, the Eagles had drafted a young player with a ton of potential, Sidney Brown, and this was seen as a good opportunity to give him more playing time and see what he can do on the field. While Brown still needs to prove himself, the idea behind the trade was that the team felt comfortable moving forward with a younger player who has the potential to step into a starting role. The general manager also noted that there's a limited number of spots available on the roster, and as they look at ways to free up more resources for future signings, tough decisions need to be made about where to allocate those resources. This trade shows how the team is thinking long-term. When it comes to making decisions about player retention, especially in terms of financial commitments, the team has to consider how best to balance the present and the future. The general manager mentioned that they've made investments in some of their existing players, renewing contracts for key individuals who play critical roles on the team. But, as a result, they are faced with difficult choices about who to prioritize. With a number of players from the 2022 to 2024 draft still without long-term deals, the situation becomes even more challenging, especially since every dollar spent reduces the pool available to keep younger talent. This is a reflection of the ongoing discussions within the team during the offseason, particularly after such a significant trade. The financial commitments to key players, as well as the need to preserve those who are essential to the team's success, were major factors in the decision-making process. Now, turning to the bigger picture, it's clear that the Eagles have been strategic in how they've managed their roster, and a lot of this strategy revolves around making the tough calls that ensure they stay competitive. The general manager spoke at length about how the team is focused on retaining their best young talent, while also recognizing the need to be flexible in terms of financial planning. There's a definite understanding that in today's NFL, teams need to be proactive when it comes to securing their future while still competing for championships. The Eagles are still very much in the Super Bowl hunt, and they've got the financial flexibility to retain key players when needed. But with the moves made this offseason, it's evident that the team is looking ahead and planning for the long haul. One of the other decisions that has been discussed quite a bit in the offseason is the future of Dallas Goedert. The tight end has been an integral part of the Eagles' offense, and while his contract is nearing its end, the team has yet to make any concrete decisions on whether to trade, retain, or possibly release him. Goedert is one of the top tight ends in the league, excelling both in blocking and receiving. While he has been dealing with some injury setbacks, when he's been on the field, his performance has been exceptional. One aspect that the general manager emphasized was the importance of not overcommitting to players, especially those who may not have a long-term future with the team. It's a delicate balancing act, as the team needs to keep its core talent intact while also making room for younger players who can contribute in the years to come. With the salary cap always looming large, making these tough decisions is part of the process. The general manager pointed out that it's crucial to think about the future, not just the present, and ensuring that the team's financial resources are aligned with its overall goals is paramount. When we look at the team's approach to the salary cap, it's evident that they're not only focused on the present moment, but also looking ahead to the future. Keeping a strong core of players in place is critical for any team that wants to consistently compete at a high level. For the Eagles, retaining their key players and keeping them under contract for the long haul is just as important as bringing in fresh talent through free agency and the draft. The team is working hard to manage the salary cap in a way that allows them to stay competitive in both the short term and the long term. Now, let's talk about the players themselves. While we've already touched on the decision to move on from CJ Gardner-Johnson, it's also worth considering the broader picture of how the team views its current roster. As mentioned earlier, the Eagles have a number of promising young players on their roster, and one of the goals in the coming seasons is to ensure that these players continue to develop and grow into key contributors. Sidney Brown, the young safety drafted recently, represents one of those players who could step into a starting role and potentially make an immediate impact. However, the general manager made it clear that the team isn't rushing the process. The goal is to give these young players a chance to prove themselves on the field, and with the right development, they could form the foundation of the team for years to come. As for the rest of the roster, the Eagles are in a bit of a unique position. With so many players coming off their rookie contracts, the team is in a spot where they need to make some tough calls. Some players may have to be let go in favor of bringing in new talent, and others may be offered contract extensions to keep them in the fold. But the goal is always the same: to build a team that is capable of competing for championships year after year. With the team's current financial flexibility, there's a good chance that they'll be able to retain many of their key players, ensuring that the Eagles remain a top contender for the foreseeable future. Another critical part of the equation is the draft. The general manager has repeatedly stressed the importance of not just making the right picks, but also ensuring that the team is able to develop and retain its draft picks. The draft is where the team can find young talent that can be developed into stars, and it's clear that the Eagles are putting a lot of stock into their scouting and draft strategy. With the next few drafts expected to be crucial for the team's long-term success, the Eagles need to hit on their picks and continue to build a strong foundation of young players who can contribute to the team's success. In addition to the draft, free agency has been another area where the Eagles have been active. The team has been bringing in players who can help fill gaps on the roster and provide depth in key positions. Some of these players are expected to contribute right away, while others may take a bit more time to develop. But overall, the goal is to bring in players who can make an impact in the short term while also providing value for the team in the long term. The general manager has made it clear that the team is always looking for ways to improve, whether that's through free agency, the draft, or trades. Looking ahead, the Eagles are poised to be a team that competes for championships for years to come. The team's management is working diligently to make the right decisions and ensure that they have the resources necessary to stay competitive. While some tough decisions have already been made, it's clear that the team is committed to building for the future while maintaining a championship-contending roster in the present. With the right mix of young talent and experienced players, the Eagles are in a great position to continue their success in the years ahead. As we continue to evaluate the team's performance and roster moves, it's important to remember that these decisions aren't made in a vacuum. They're part of a broader strategy that's focused on keeping the Eagles in contention for championships while also building for the future. Whether it's through the draft, free agency, or internal development, the team is constantly working to improve and stay ahead of the competition. With the leadership of the general manager in the front office, it's clear that the Eagles are set up for success, not just for the next season, but for many seasons to come. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The Philadelphia Eagles are reportedly buzzing with excitement over the possibility of landing one of the NFL's most dynamic quarterbacks, Joe Burrow. As the Eagles continue to strengthen their roster for another championship run, Burrow's name has emerged as a potential game-changer for the franchise. With his calm demeanor under pressure and impressive stats, the Eagles are eyeing Burrow as a player who could elevate their offense to new heights. Burrow, who led the Cincinnati Bengals to the Super Bowl just a few seasons ago, has earned the nickname Joe Cool for his ability to remain unshaken in clutch moments. His remarkable 2021 season, which saw him lead the Bengals to their first playoff win in decades and a Super Bowl appearance, is a testament to his composure and leadership. Now, with Burrow fully recovered from a wrist surgery and coming off a season with staggering individual performances, the Eagles are more intrigued than ever about the prospect of him donning their uniform. The Eagles' interest in Burrow goes beyond just his impressive resume. The quarterback's ability to perform under pressure is exactly what the team needs to complement their already potent offense. In his career, Burrow has consistently delivered when it counts, whether it's a game-winning touchdown or a last-minute comeback. The Eagles, with their championship aspirations, are undoubtedly searching for a player who can keep their playoff hopes alive, and Burrow might just be that piece. However, the road to securing Burrow isn't without its challenges. The Bengals, fresh off extending Burrow's contract in 2023, are unlikely to let their star quarterback go easily. Despite this, rumors about potential trades have started circulating, and the Eagles could be preparing an offer that's too good for Cincinnati to pass up. Should the Eagles land Burrow, the NFC East could see a major shift in the balance of power, with Philadelphia's offense becoming an even more formidable force. Joe Burrow's playing style is defined by his remarkable poise in the pocket and his ability to read defenses with precision. Known for his quick decision-making, Burrow has a unique ability to maintain control of the game, even when faced with high-pressure situations. His deep ball accuracy and pinpoint throws on the run make him a versatile weapon in the Eagles' high-octane offense. Burrow's sharp football IQ and relentless work ethic are qualities that align perfectly with Nick Sirianni's coaching philosophy, which emphasizes smart, disciplined playmaking and adaptability. Off the field, Burrow's personality has earned him widespread respect among teammates and opponents alike. His unflappable nature under pressure has led to his nickname, Joe Cool, a testament to his calm demeanor in critical moments. Burrow's leadership qualities are undeniable, His ability to rally his team and deliver under duress is a trait the Eagles would greatly benefit from, especially when navigating the intensity of playoff football. His quiet confidence, paired with his never-give-up mentality, is something that would seamlessly integrate with Sirianni's approach to building a culture of trust and toughness within the Eagles' locker room. On the Eagles' roster, Burrow would provide a much-needed injection of stability at the quarterback position, complementing the team's explosive offense. While Jalen Hurts has been a dynamic force for the Eagles, Burrow's veteran presence and big-game experience could help take the offense to new levels. His ability to command the field in critical moments would complement the talents of playmakers like A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, creating an even more dangerous passing attack. Additionally, his synergy with the Eagles' talented offensive line would allow him to thrive in an environment where he has the time and resources to make the right plays. With Nick Sirianni's system focusing on versatility and balance, Burrow's adaptability and precision passing would allow the Eagles to diversify their offensive playbook. Whether it's orchestrating quick passes to exploit defenses or extending plays with his ability to move in and out of the pocket, Burrow would add a new dimension to Sirianni's play calling. Burrow's presence would also provide a safety net for Sirianni, knowing he has a quarterback who can execute under any circumstance, turning potential challenges into opportunities for success. With Burrow leading the charge, the Eagles would undoubtedly become a more formidable force in the NFC. As the 2024 season progresses, all eyes will be on Burrow's performance and whether the Eagles will make a move to bring him aboard. Could this be the offseason where Philadelphia adds one of the league's most exciting quarterbacks to their roster? For now, the buzz continues to build, and fans are eagerly awaiting what could be a seismic shift in the NFL. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.